That music means we are joined right now by the legend, the voice of the Pittsburgh Panthers, Bill Hillgrove. ACC play starts this weekend. How you doing, Bill?
I'm doing great. You know, I like By University. That's always a good weekend. And everybody kind of retreads and gets ready for the conference push. I know Pitt is a slight favorite this weekend over North Carolina, but when you consider the past history between the two, Carolina's kind of had the Panthers' number. And I think, you know, for their season, the Tar Heels will kind of bring their best. They're going to prove that, you know, some of the recent things that have happened to them, which have been negative, are in the past. So I think the Panthers are in for a dogfight, but I think this team is capable of surviving.
Bill, as Adam just said, I mean, ACC play, as you just were alluding to, and, you know, starts with North Carolina on Saturday, and then you come back home, you got Cal. You got Syracuse, you have SMU, and then, you know, you got the finish out the season, Virginia, Clemson, you got all those teams. But can this team get better? Like, how much better can this team get? And knowing that the bye week, they're going to freshen up, get some healthy guys back in the lineup. How much better do you think this team can be now that the ACC play has started?
Doran, I think this team can become a little more consistent. You know, they pulled things out of the fire in Cincinnati and against West Virginia. You can't continue doing that. You got to have faster starts, and you have to maybe get leads on people, and you dictate the terms from that point forward. So I think the biggest thing that's in front of them that they have to embrace is consistency.
Billy, Coach Narduzzi's guest last night on his show was Ben Sauls, and for my money, he's the best kicker in the ACC. Might win the Lou Groza Award when it's all said and done. You've covered a lot of great kickers, both at Pitt, then obviously Chris Boswell for the past however many years in Pittsburgh. Where does Sauls rank up? Because I think people forget the rocky start to his career. He got benched in 2021, but boy, is he playing at a high level right now.
Without question, he'll kick on Sundays. I've seen some great ones. Not too many left-footed ones, but you know he has the leg, the major league leg, and he just has that ability to be accurate. And you just knock on wood that continues, because something tells me that between now and the end of the ACC conference season, he'll have to win a game or two, and that could include this weekend. So. Yeah, he's among the best. When I think of Steelers history, I think of Gary Anderson, and I think of, great Pitt kickers, Connor Lee, and, of course, the guy who won the game at Clemson. Let's not forget, what was his name? Blewett. Yep. No, that's a terrible name for a kicker. But, you know, I do remember some great ones, and, he's among the best. I mean, you know, those long-distance field goals, there have only been several in Pitt history, and he's had two of them in one game. So he's at the top.
Fun fact for you, Billy. I talked to him last night. He writes right-handed, plays golf right-handed, does everything right-handed. The only other thing he does left-handed dominantly is he prefers to dribble a basketball with his left hand, not his right. So I always find that odd. Like, you're a left-handed kicker, but everything else you do righty.
That's how Tyler was.
You could put that one, like Phil Mickelson, golfer, does everything right-handed, plays golf left-handed.
He's amphibious.
There you go.
You say you feel good. You're coming out of a bye week. You take on a North Carolina club. Let's face it, they're taking on water. I mean, this could be the last stand for Mac Brown, really, when you think about it. I thought that was going to be the case last week. They totally blow it against Duke. Do you feel like you get the best punch from North Carolina for Mac Brown?
I do.
Is it about getting up early? Like, if you get up early in the game, Bill, do you feel like they might start to doubt themselves?
Well, I think that's a good point, and I think that would be important for the Panthers to do that. Like I say, Pat Narduzzi chooses to forget the history of the series, but fans do remember, and they remember some heartbreaks. Especially that one in Kenan Stadium where they got the 2-point conversion, and would they have two number twos on the field, or am I confusing that with Notre Dame?
You're thinking of the Ryan Switzer punt return game in 2016 with Mitch Trubisky, And the two number twos was Notre Dame, but this one in 16 was equally painful.
Yeah, it was, and I think it was not enough, too many men in the backfield, right?
Exactly.
That's what it was. So forgive my aging memory, but
It's pretty good,
that's
partner.
kind of a pill to swallow. I mean, and fans don't forget that too soon and too easily. And if coaches prefer to forget it, then of course this group of players on this team, they're too young to remember it. So hey, let's just take Narduzzi's word for it, and this is a fresh start, and it's the league start, and that kind of doubles the importance of every game.
Bill, we love you. Have a great call. Safe travels, and we'll talk to you next week.
I have a problem. We're flying into Raleigh. We're staying in Durham, and we're playing in Chapel Hill. So I think we have the triangle covered.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's not the Bermuda Triangle, partner, so we're good to go.
I didn't mean to bring that up. All right, thank you. H2P.
See you,
Thanks,
partner.
Billy.
Thanks, Bill. Kicker talk?
Love kicker talk.
A lot of kicker talk there
Hey,
from you,
I
boss.
didn't expect that from
A
you.
lot of kicker
Listen,
talk.
when you're
And kicker facts.
Yeah, he
well,
does.
look at the NFL right now. Field goals have never been more frequent.
Well, and in college, it kind of looks like the NFL used to in like the 90s, where there are a lot of bad kickers in college.
There
Pitt
is.
does not have that problem.
He's going to get drafted.
Oh, yeah. He's real good.
Yes.
He's real good. Blewett banged that one against Clemson, by the way.
Oh, I was there.
He banged one against Georgia Tech, too.
He did.
One of my favorite Pat Bostic calls of all time.
That went crazy.
You went berserk. I'm driving in my car, almost wrecked. Hail to Pitt! Hail to Pitt! Hail to Pitt!
You weren't driving in your car at West Virginia, so you didn't get a chance to hear that one this year.
Eat that. Eat that.